Hey guys, this is just a quick video to teach you a few ways you can show off with cards. I might not be posting videos for a while because we're moving, but this is not the last video I'm posting, just to let you know. Now, here's a cool thing you can do in front of friends to impress them. You've seen people in casinos do it and they're like that and it's really cool. Well, I'm going to teach you some good pointers about it. One, use these fingers to guide. That's going to allow you to be able to guide it. Use your pointer finger to add pressure, which will cause those to slide. You don't even have to use these really, but if you want them to be nice and symmetrical, then you use them. A good thing to make sure they don't flip over like that, which sometimes it happens. This is why when there's something like that, it causes it to do that. You don't want big gaps in between. Curves and stuff, you got to be careful there because sometimes they don't want to go. Going back and forth, that's like going like this. You just make sure it's nice and even. You use the cards to press. You just press the cards and it'll send it back and forth. You got to be careful because it will start spreading out, and when it does that, it can mess up. You don't want to mess up in front of people because then they'll be like, oh man, he's not that good. But another thing you can do is you can put some there and then put the others there, and then you push them both at the same time, and when you do that, they can come together and they'll catch. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to show you. You just basically do that. You do that, and then you let them go at the same time, and when they're even, they will catch. It's good for if you're making two short ones, and then you can have one like this, one like that, and you do both, and then you flip, and then you can flip the whole thing. But if you're just going to do one, and it's good to always end it with them face down. You don't want them really face up, because unless it's for a trick, it looks better when they're face down when you finish because it's the back and they're all the same. Here's a cool move you can do. You just take a card, flip it face up or face down, it doesn't really matter, and it will catch on the cards. When it's curved, it sometimes flips more, and it allows you to sit there and move it around. You can practice this and be able to do different things. I personally, my favorite way to do this is instead of holding them like this to spread, hold them sideways in your hand and then spread, and then it'll do that, and I think that looks much better. Plus it's easier to flip them. They will go much smoother most of the time. That's my personal favorite. That's just some cool ways you can show off. Go into a room with people and you can be like, hey guys, look at this, and then just sit there and do that, and not really amaze them, but they'll be like, well, that's pretty cool, man. I saw this whenever I was really little, and I always wanted to be able to sit there and do things like that. One final thing, if you're new to this and you're not that well at being able to move them, you can do what I call following. You can use a card and you take the card with you to make sure that it finishes it, because well, in my opinion at least, I don't like it when it stops halfway and then they have to come up and finish it with their hand. I don't think that looks very good. I think it's just looks really bad when it happens like that. So, good tip for making sure it finishes is give it a little bit more force. You got to find how much force you want to give. It's different for each person. Practice. And another way you can follow is you can use one finger. If you use the tip of your finger, then it looks something like that, and it will follow down. And then you can also use your entire hand. You can use different things. Well, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.